we know from the New York Times and other publications that you are on Donald Trump's adversary list and that he's, quote unquote, coming for you. The Federal Housing Finance Agency sent a criminal referral letter to the Department of Justice just last week saying that you falsified records about real estate properties you own and that you should be prosecuted for mortgage fraud. What do you say to those very serious allegations that Trump and team have lobbed against you, Attorney General?
So, Areva, it's great to see you, and it's an honor and a privilege to be on your podcast. And my response is it's baseless. Listen, Donald Trump is on a revenge tour, and he finally got up to the J's. And so it's my time. And so the allegations are baseless. I'm not going to litigate them in the media. We will respond at the appropriate time in the appropriate fashion. I just want all of you to know that I again, stand up each and every day to defend the rule of law and the Constitution and to do my job without fear and or without favor. And we will continue to make sure that we protect vulnerable and marginalized populations here in the great state of New York and all individuals, obviously, who love liberty.
You know, and I completely understand. Thank you for that response. I know you can't litigate and shouldn't be litigating just these, as you call them, baseless charges against you. There's not even been any kind of formal announcement of charges against you. So I know it's, way too soon to talk about it, but it does seem like a tit for tat. So you prosecute civilly Donald Trump for financial fraud, essentially, get this historic $450 million judgment against him. And now, as you said, he gets to the J's on his adversary list and he comes after you for essentially some form of financial fraud. There has to be some irony in this for those that are watching this play out in real time.
So, yeah, you've got some of his followers, these MAGA Republicans, very conservative individuals who obviously have done a lot of digging into my background and have come up with, some baseless allegations. And again, it's in response to the fact that we secured a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump for exaggerating his assets because he inflated his assets to secure favorable insurance and mortgage terms. And now they want to turn the tide on me. And again, we will respond accordingly. And I want everyone to know that I took an oath to the Constitution, to the rule of law, to New Yorkers, and that's what I do each and every day.
And I think it's important for folks to know the charges are so baseless. These are allegations dating back decades ago in the early 1980s. And I am so honored and excited that you're going to fight these charges. Glad to hear that you plan to vigorously defend yourself against these baseless charges. But Attorney General James, we have to imagine that Donald Trump is doing this for a reason. Obviously, he hates you because you were so successful in your civil claim against him, but also to send a message to others that if you do try to hold Donald Trump accountable in the court of law, that you too could find yourself the subject of a criminal investigation and possibly a prosecution from his Department of Justice. Is that likely to have a chilling effect on other attorney generals throughout the country who may be looking at lawsuits against Donald Trump and his administration?
So I'm happy to be a part of a coalition of attorneys general who have been taking action against Donald Trump, all of his executive orders. These group of attorneys general span the nation. And prior to his election, we prepared for this moment. We analyzed Project 2025. We looked at jurisdiction. We looked at venue. We looked at standing. We looked at causes of action. And we were ready, which is why on day one, when he filed his first executive order challenging birthright citizenship, we were ready. And we've been ready ever since. And under my leadership, we have filed close to 12 lawsuits and filed a number of amicus briefs challenging this administration. So yes, it does have a chilling effect, not only on attorneys, but it has a chilling effect on a number of institutions. You've seen that Donald Trump has gone after law firms. He's gone after university. He's gone after colleges. He's gone after a journalist. He's gone after, not-for-profits. And it's, again, this chilling effect. It's an attempt to basically reorganize government. It's an attempt to consolidate power in the hands of one man. It's an attempt, again, to ignore the Constitution, to ignore the First Amendment, the right to free speech, the right to due process, and it ignores the fact that he does not have the right to basically write legislation by signing an executive order and or freezing funds for major organizations and agencies all throughout this country. That's why we are fighting back. And that's why I am on his enemies list. And it basically is a badge of honor, if you will, to know that I am standing up. I will not bow. I will not break. I will not bend. I will, again, march into this office with all of the individuals who stand by my side, all 800 attorneys, again, defending the Constitution, defending the rule of law, and standing up for New Yorkers and all individuals who believe in our system of government.